Hi guys, welcome back, and if you're new here, I'm Nessie. Papa Gnome requested a spice rack for his kitchen, so let's spice things up. First I'm making the spice jars and maybe making them the most awkward way possible, but why stop when I'm on a roll? So I have this rubber tubing that I'm cutting into mostly equal sized pieces. Cut as many as you need for your spice jars, and then grab your hot glue gun and make a blob to push each piece of the tube into. When your glue is cooled and set, peel them off carefully and trim the excess glue from around the bottom of your tube. I did this on a silicone mat, but I think anything like non-stick baking parchment may also work to peel the glue off from easily. Now I'm using a white marker to draw a basic label on the tube. I tried glue and stickers, but they all fell off. When the marker was dry, I added more detail with fine line markers. I did just scribbles and wiggles for the names on the jars because they were just so tiny. About now I think I lost the plot because I decided to use real spices in the jars. You can see I dry and grow a lot of my own herbs and spices. To get the herbs into the teeny jars, I made a tiny paper funnel. I'm not very coordinated at the best of times, so filling the jars was challenging to say the least. When the jar was filled, I added some Superglue gel to seal it and topped it with a pretty bead. So this is what they look like. I'll be back when I finish making the rest of them. Here they are now, and I need to build the spice rack for them. I'm using scraps of balsa wood and popsicle sticks to make the spice rack, and I made templates out of cardstock to trace around. It's pretty simple. You need a back panel, 2 side strips and a couple of shelves. Balsa wood is really soft and cuts easily with a craft knife. The popsicle sticks can be cut with anything from a craft knife, scissors or motor shears. Don't forget, a full list of all the materials used in this video is in the description below. And while you're at it, check out the link to my Nessie Monster merch, where you can buy the cute designs I've created on stickers, t-shirts, mugs, phone cases and more. To glue all of these together, I'm using wood glue and my trusty 123 blocks. It's funny, at this point I was still really liking the spice rack design. Make sure at this stage that your shelves are straight and level. Unless you want wonky shelves, then in that case make sure they aren't straight and level and leave them to dry. At this point I'd already fallen out of love with my spice rack design, so I've made a couple more. Here's 3 of them. I asked Sandy and Leaf to decide which one they thought Papa would like best. After much deliberation, they chose this one. Thanks, kids. I painted it with a watered down wash, first with raw sienna, but I hated it, so I ended up with burnt sienna. When that was dry, I decided to go all folk artsy on it and painted acorns and oak leaves on the side that you'll be able to see when looking inside the house. To add signs of age and use, I dry brushed the spice rack with burnt umber. Then I glued my tiny spice jars in place with tacky glue. Not bad, but I think it needs something more. I'm going to make a few hanging bundles of dried herbs for the bottom of the rack. I had this stalky seed head from my herb garden that I've already collected the seeds from, so I'm going to break off a few wee branches. And now I'm going to take a pinch of dried basil and some tacky glue. I dipped the ends of the branches into the tacky glue and rolled them in the dried basil. They don't look like much on their own, but wait till you see them all bunched together. While those are drying, I grabbed some twine and a few pieces of Lycopodium moss left over from my mouse house project. I pulled off individual strands from the twine to make it more in scale to tie the herb bundles up with. I thought the bundle of Lycopodium moss kind of resembles rosemary branches, so I'm tying up a few pieces with the twine strand. Add some tacky glue to the branches, and then with the twine make a small loop to hang it from before winding the twine around the branches. Secure the end with some superglue before cutting off the excess twine. Any bits that fall out can be glued back in. Now arrange your basil covered branches as you like and tie them together the same way. By the end of it, they reminded me of branches of oregano or oregano for my American friends. To hang these herbs, I'm going to need hooks. I have some very small brass nails that will work, so I'll just need to drill some holes for them. I didn't even bother getting the pen drill out. Balsa wood is so soft I could drill it with my fingers holding the drill bit. I superglued the nails into their holes. Now it's done. Oh, Papa, stop banging your head on the wall. I've made your spice rack now. Your food's gonna taste great. You're gonna have Fun cooking now, Papa. Let's get it up on the wall. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads, and leave a comment because I'd love to hear from you. It really helps my channel to grow. If you want to share your own crafty ideas and projects, join my Facebook page called Nessie Monster Crafts. We have Fun Day Fridays where we can all show off our latest works in progress. If you can afford it, please consider buying me a coffee. Links for both my Facebook group and coffee account are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!